Hey everybody, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss an episode. So we're going to talk about what is currently going on in the housing market. So as you know, with this administration, there are massive layoffs happening in all different sectors, to the point where some people will have to move to find employment. The layoffs are expected to get worse. So, how is this affecting the housing market? Well, less people are buying. Of course, there are still some people that are buying, but less people are buying. And then buyers are less confident in buying. Also, with the layoffs and the tariffs, this is making it harder for first time home buyers to get in there and buy their home. So, there's a trifecta happening, which is the tariffs, the labor, and the high interest rates. This will affect home builders. The cost will be higher, as you know. And then, as you know, there are less people in the market looking for homes. All right. So, in the coming months, it may be possible to write disrespectful offers that cash flow. Of course, it depends on what area that you live in because different areas have different things going on. So you can live in one area and it's a buyer's market, but at the exact same time, what you have going on simultaneously, you live in a different area, it's a seller's market. For example, in the midst of everything that is going on right now, with the layoffs, the tariffs, and then the crackdown on the immigrants to get the immigrants out of here, in the midst of all of this happening, if you are buying property in the Midwest, it is a seller's market in the Midwest, regardless of everything that's going on. So, depending on what area you live in, there are different things going on. In different areas, there's a buyer's market happening. And then in the other area, there's a seller's market happening. So, it depends on what area you are in. So we will see what happens within the next couple of months. With the layoffs, they're expected to get worse, and then the tariffs are expected to hit where you could actually see it affecting your pocketbook. We will actually see in the coming months. As far as offer writing, if you are out there looking for property, if you will be able to write disrespectful offers or not to see if they're going to go for it or not. All right. All right. So as you know, the prices of the homes are high asset prices. However, there are people that are actually dropping their prices in the midst of what's going on because they just want to get out of the house. There are motivated sellers that are happening right now. And when the house stays on the market too long, what you will see, in spite of everything that's going on, there are some sellers that are dropping their prices by $5,000, by $10,000. So if you hold off for a couple of months, you may be able to get that same property for $5,000 less than you would have initially, or $10,000 less than you would have initially. As you know, there was a federal rate cut that just happened just recently, a quarter percentage point. So, what does that mean? A quarter percentage point. So, that is 0.25%. Other term for it is 25 basis points. And so, what does that mean in English? So, say for example, a rate is at 5%. So, we're going to subtract 0.25%. So, 5% minus 0.25% is 4.75%. So, it goes from 5% to 4.75%. And so, a quarter percentage point is just 0.25%. All right. So Fed rate cut 0.25% just happened recently. They are expecting that this will be the first in a series of reductions. So they do expect to have a series of reductions taking place. All right. So, what does lowering the rate do? It makes loans cheaper. Um, they expect that consumers will react by buying more. And when consumers buy more, that stimulates the economy. So they're looking for people to get out there and spend, all right, to stimulate the economy. Let's see. It results in a lower return on savings account and fixed income investments. All right, so these are some of the results of a lower rate. So, like I said before, they just cut the rate by a quarter percentage point, which just means 0.25%. And like I said before, they expect for these cuts to keep happening in a series. So, what will happen if they continue to do rate cuts one after the other? Well, right now, as far as buying a home, it's not competitive. It's not really competitive because there are not a lot of people out here buying homes, even though there are people still buying. There are people out here still buying. But what will happen is if they keep cutting the rate one after the other, and they do plan to do that, then it will make the competition more fierce, where people that are sitting out on the sidelines will get back um, into the market and get back in looking for property. All right. So this is what is currently going on in the housing market. We got mass layoffs, we got tariffs, and we have this focus on getting the immigrants out of here, which will result in higher labor costs. And then you'll be looking for people to do the work, employees, especially when it comes to construction. All right. So do me a favor. If you like this channel, I need you to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, I need you to do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss an episode. If you made it this far in the video, type in the word real estate. If you are interested in improving your finances, check out my free newsletter that is in the description below. Also, tune into the channel. I will be bringing people on to the show. I interview entrepreneurs and I interview real estate investors. So tune in for business ideals. They will be on the show sporadically. All right, so tune in for that. Also, if you know anyone who is interested in improving their finances, let them know about this channel. Feel free to hit that share button and share the channel. All right. So, like I said before, if you made it this far in the video, type in the comments real estate to let me know that you're here. And then feel free to leave any other comments that you may have. If there's anyone in particular that you would like to see on the show, let me know in the comments. If there's any business that you are particularly interested in, feel free to put that in the comments. All right. All right. So thank you for watching, everyone. Don't forget, on your way out, I need you to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, I need you to do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss an episode. All right. As you know, there is a lot going on, a whole lot going on. But this is a finance channel. So what we do is we tend to focus in on finance. All right. So the show is for anyone that is interested in improving their finances. And as you know, everybody does not have that interest, which is fine. Whatever floats your boat. But if you are interested and you know other people that are interested, let them know about this channel. All right. Thank you for watching, everyone. On your way out, don't forget, hit that like button, and I will see you on the next video.